tenant story you got?
Oh gosh, that's a good question. We had a mother and a daughter that lived in one of our buildings. It was a newly renovated building, and the daughter was going to law school, and she hadn't even really been in law school that long, but she felt that she was Johnny Cochran. Okay, and we had like a heat issue in one of the units, and they wrote, I kid you not, they wrote us 15 emails in 4 days, and these were like 4 or 5 pages long. About
emails that are trying to get you to like admit to stuff so that they could
just all kinds of, we're gonna twist our words around and trap you into something, and we're literally like, we could not believe the amount of complaints that they had, and
were they new tenants?
They were brand new tenants, brand new building, and she was telling us that her daughter couldn't sleep in the bedroom because every time she'd look up, the ceiling was spinning, and we were like, what is this lady talking about? You just get some really interesting people. When you're dealing with the public, there's all kinds. So we always refer to any issue that we get, well, it's not as bad as Belinda and Tracy. That's what we say. Mm-hmm. So we know, my wife and I. So if you guys
are watching this,
yeah,
we apologize. But you sucked.
No last names.
Yeah.
No last names.
But you definitely sucked. Here's a great question. So I imagine 90% of your work is handled on your cell phone?
Yes.
Okay, so this is something I get in trouble for because 90% of my work, or 95% of my work's on my phone, whether it be social media, texting clients back, answering phone calls, setting up meetings, blah, 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 blah. How do you and your wife actually spend time together? This is not related to like real estate, but how do you guys actually spend like quality time together? Not like sitting on the couch like on your phones, because I feel like even my generation, like we are all in that trap of like, every time I go out to eat, you like look at a table, someone's on their phone, they're not even talking with each other. So 100%. What do you guys do? Or are you guilty of that?
Well, look, I'd be lying if I said we didn't do that. We have done that in the past, but we really try to make a conscious effort. Like my kids, who are again 17 and 14, and you can imagine how much screen time they have. If we ever go out to dinner, I always tell them to leave their phone in the car.
Okay.
So we, as a family, when we sit for dinner, we do not get on our phones. Now, if my wife and I are out to dinner, that will happen where we'll have our phones out because, our kids are being watched by somebody or whatever. Does an occasional work email come in or a text? Yes. But, we tend really not to do that.
So you're just conscious of it.
We're conscious of it. Sometimes it's hard, to do it. It's an addictive, it's a device that, it's got a double-edged sword to it.
I know, because we're so like, it's weird, because I feel like sometimes I've literally opened up an app, closed it out, opened it again, closed it out, just to open it. I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm just constantly like, but it's like.
It's force of habit.
I know.
And we're like,
I don't want to say we're obsessed with everyone else, like what everyone else is doing, but we should be focused on what we're doing and maybe who we're neglecting.